What's up, everybody? The word on the street is recently I've been seeing baddies, as they call them, busting they man with a side chick. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. See, I've dated a lot of extremely attractive women. I'm 56 years old. I stopped dating in 2004, exclusively and taking them serious and all that stuff because usually with them, you got to put up with more headaches than happiness. And this is what drove me to stop dating them. It's because when I would date a woman, it's usually just to date them and them only. I wasn't trying to be a Mac, though I listen to a lot of that kind of music, but it's just entertainment. I wasn't trying to do it in real time. But what drove me to start tipping out on them, usually the running off at the Miss House. The line, the gaslighting, when we would go to meet the family on holidays. It's inevitable, you know what I mean? Most of the time, the family was pretty cool, but she was trying to behave in certain ways, trying to impress the women of the family. She had to train me and all that stuff, trying to make me the butt of the jokes. And I'm just like, okay, when I drop you off at work, I will be with another woman. It won't be you. So I've been seeing more and more men getting busted with their side chick. So, ladies, I'm first to say I'm sorry if you are one of these people that bust your man or your husband, you know, with another woman, his side chick. I'll tell you something. If you want to eliminate that happening, stop overplaying your hand. Understand that there's always another woman that will see your man behind your back. Because us as men, we're very simple. We don't ask for a lot. We really don't, and probably never ever will. Now, one way to drive a man into the arms of another woman, or the hotel room, or, the mouth, the raising of the voice. And I'm not saying that a woman should be quiet and never speak at all. No, I'm not saying that at all. But it's getting more and more common. This one, she went off on him so bad in Forever 21. She was fine. I said, wait a minute now. Remember when you was a lot younger and you dated women like that? Wasn't they none but hell on wheels? I said, yeah. And, he was like, hey, you embarrassing me. Of course, she was cussing and everything. The one was like, yeah, you need to, lower your voice. He's like, what, ain't nobody calling you? And she getting louder and louder and louder. And again, at the end of the day, it's like, okay. I remember one time I was seeing so many women outside of relationship. I think I was seeing for real, 4 different women while I was with that one. Yep. Because of the same thing, the lying, the gaslighting, running off at the mouth. And I'm not saying a woman's supposed to be, but we all know how, especially sisters, how she just, she don't need no microphone. All she got to do is let the lungs, you know, do the talking. And it's like, okay, baby, well, hey, I'll talk to you later. I got your schedule. I know when you lock down at work and I can go see another woman, And of course, I don't hope I get caught. Have I ever been caught? Yes, I have. And I'm saying that to say this. Very few women are probably going to take heed to what I am saying. It's just going to get worse because I just went on and hung it up in 2004. It was exhausting, not to mention expensive. Hey, and this was a few days ago, she busted him at the gas. He was trying to go to the gas station. She had cut him off, and he was with another woman. Now, she was hurt. You could see that she was hurt, And she came up on the lady. She was respectful as possible. You know, she was angry, but she was respectful. And she asked her, she said, where did you meet him at? She went into where she met him at. And she said, did he even tell you he had a woman, that he was about to get engaged? And she said, no, he didn't tell me anything at all. He told me he was single. And I looked at his eyes, though. And I'm like, yeah. See, I refuse to ever think that I have a woman in the palm of my hand. Why? That'll make me a fool. So a little advice to you ladies that may have experienced this, or ones where you might have that intuition that your man might be tipping out with a side chick. Never ever think you have a man in the palm of your hand either, because you all outnumber us. Ain't nothing worse than hurting a woman where she catch you and that woman is younger, you know, more in shape and more, attractive looking. Oh, that hurts, because women, we live in a world where no, she don't got my blouse on. I'm like, honey, they made a lot of blouses to sell. They ain't just make that for you. So women are already on edge, competitive and combative, and can't stand each other. So ladies, save yourself some pain. If you want to argue with your man, sit down and think over in a way. For an example, say you got a job not a job, a career where you making $20 million. You are not going to come into your boss office and act the fool because you know you'll get fired. Okay, the same thing can happen too in relationships, Man do have, certain amount he going to put up with. For me, when I feel a woman is trying to play me and think I won't tip out on her, you best believe I'm going to have that woman's new cell number and her email, and we going to be somewhere. So think about it. Fellas, put your comments in the comment section. Let me know. What's your take on this? Get down.